We want to go ahead and get a check of your top stories this morning. Today, many kids are headed back to school, and safety is the #1 priority after last week's mass shooting at Annunciation School in Minneapolis.
State leaders and law enforcement are working together to make sure that all students are safe in the classroom. Barrett Leone joining us this morning from Minneapolis, just outside of South High School. We understand you're talking with the police chief there, Brian O'Hara, this morning. Barrett?
Yeah, that's right, Heather, Shayla. We know that, the first day of school, usually a lot of excitement. There's a lot of heaviness, though, this week, anxiety, too, in light of everything that happened at Annunciation last week. And so this morning, to talk about safety, I'm joined here by Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara. Thanks for being here, Chief. Let's talk about first the efforts that the MPD is doing to keep schools safe this year.
Yeah, well, thankfully, we have additional officers working this morning, as well as help from about a dozen Minnesota state troopers. So we will have officers specifically assigned to both the schools, both before and after school, as well as help from state troopers in doing that, because we recognize this has been, unsettling for all of our families in our community. Our officers are our parents as well, many of us, and so we want to make sure that we're doing everything possible to try and provide some sense of safety, some sense of reassurance for all of our members of the community.
And how long is that extra, patrolling going to last for?
Well, we have additional help at least through this week.
Okay.
The troopers will be gone by the end of the week, but we will continue to reassess going forward to see what the needs are.
What would be your message to parents, to families who are feeling that anxiety heading back to school?
Yeah, we absolutely understand that anxiety. Many of us share those same concerns, but we want people to know we are going to do everything that we possibly can to keep your kids safe.
Is there anything you want the community to know on how your department is responding to all of this?
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of how, obviously, the officers responded that morning. I believe they were heroes. They did not hesitate. And I think, as we heard from the hospital, there likely would have been more lives lost if not had been for the quick actions of our officers. So I'm grateful for that. But that being said, we're going to continue to do everything that we can moving forward, again, just to try and keep everyone in the community safe.
Yeah. The word hope, we've talked about that a lot within the last week. It was the message that these students were hearing at the time of this tragedy. How do we move forward? We've been talking about hope. What gives you hope?
I know it's very difficult to think that there's hope in a tragedy like this that is just so horrible, so unimaginable. But I think we have seen right from the first day just the resolve of the people of this community. We appreciate the love and support, not just of the members of the community here, but the love that our community has received literally from all over the country. So I think that is a good sign in the face of pure evil and darkness. I think the light of hope that is shining through here is the love that we have seen from the community. I
know you've been busy responding to this crisis. What have you been hearing from community members?
Well, I tell you, we have heard a whole lot of appreciation, really just an overwhelming amount of thanks and appreciation for the members of the police department and their actions. And obviously a whole lot of pain as well. People are grieving, they're uneasy, which is why it's so important for us to try and be present as much as we can. Our officers are going to be driving around all of the different schools in town, trying to be as visible as possible, because we want to be able to give some sense of ease that there is someone looking out for your kids. At the same time, we need the public to do their part. So if people do see something out of the ordinary, some suspicious activity, someone that's not acting appropriately, we need that reported to 911 as quickly as possible so that we can direct resources in case they are actually needed.
Thank you so much, Chief, for taking the time to talk with us this morning. Really important subject. It's on everyone's mind, so we appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Barrett.
Thank you. I'll send it back to you two in the studio.
All right. Thanks very much, Barrett. Important information.